and welcome back to Outer Wilds. I'm Duo, and today we will continue our exploration of this awesome little solar system. I'm thinking we are going to be checking out... Which one did I want to check out first? I'm going to check out the Quantum Rock that's at the bottom of the lakebed cave on the north pole of the Ember Twin. Just a quick peek at our ship's log here. I think we got a lot of things. Oh yeah, that's... Oof, a lot of stuff there. There's the Black Hole Forge. Ooh boy, where to start? Let's take a look at our Quantum Moon friend. Let's see. The Nomian Brittle Hollow observed the Phantom Moon, and the Nomian Ember Twin observed the same moon. Yep, they were looking at the same moon. Sixth location, that's sometimes where the Quantum Moon disappears to. We don't know where that is. Let's see. The Quantum Caves. These are on Ember Twin. The Nomai noticed a strange wandering rock that appeared in multiple caves on Ember Twin's northern hemisphere. I found a strange rock shard that moves when I'm not watching. It does emit a signal in the quantum fluctuations frequency. So it looks like we need to check out that lakebed cave. It was where the rock was spawned. Coleus, a Nomai, mysteriously vanished from the cave that was down there at the bottom of the dry lake bed, which you can only check out super early. We did some exploration at Sunless City. We haven't seen everything yet, so we'll probably poke around there just a little bit more. It's a Nomai city built into the walls of a huge underground cavern. The city is divided vertically into 4 districts. Nomai debated building a sun station in order to power the Ash Twin project. Several Nomai opposed its construction, arguing that failure could result in the destruction of the solar system. Yikes. The Nomai traveled to this solar system in pursuit of a signal from something older than the universe itself. They named the source of the signal the Eye of the Universe. We found an anglerfish fossil that Nomai children were playing, and those are all the rules that they went over. The blindfold rule was added because real anglerfish are blind. So, it sounds like that might come into play later. Did see a similar looking anglerfish fossil as we shot our probe into the dark bramble, and that was terrifying. So, I'm looking forward to that. There's a black hole forge where they craft warp cores. I think that's on Brittle Hollow, just because there's a massive black hole at the bottom. Let's see, several large Nomai towers form a ring around the Ash Twin's equator. The White Hole Station was used as a model for these towers, which were built for the Ash Twin project. Let's see, the Nomai debated building a sun station in order to power the Ash Twin project. And they built something called the Sun Station, but that was not widely supported. Let's see, for the Ash Twin project, a hollowed-out chamber inside Ash Twin, the energy cables from the surface are plugged into a protective casing at the center of the planet. Let's see. And at the Whitehall, or at the High Energy Lab, this is where we saw the experiment to, observe the negative time difference between something entering a black hole and exiting a white hole. And they asked if they could do a 22-minute time interval, and that's tying into the Ash Twin project, which I think has to do with our memories going back in time. For what reason, I don't know yet. Let's see, and we have the Ash Twin tower designs. Yep, on the walls of the High Energy Lab, you actually saw the tower designs. Each one reflected, a planet in its construction, or in one case, the sun. Designs for each of the towers on the Ash Twin's equator. Each tower warps to a different planet, although many Nomai were quick to note that the sun is not actually a planet. There's Pluto. Each tower is designed visually to reflect its warp destination. The towers allowed the Nomai to quickly travel between the Ash Twin and all the necessary locations. That's pretty much everything. Yep, and then that's just an old note about Feldspar heading off towards the Dark Bramble, which is a place we'll have to check out, but not super quickly. Now with that out of the way, let's head off to the Ember Twin. While it's still young in this cycle, we need to get there as soon as we can. Without crashing into the ash twin, please. Thank you. Still coming in pretty hot, but I should, yep. There we are. I decelerated pretty well. So we're looking for the north, which is over here. Getting pretty close. Should actually be pretty close to where Chert's hanging out. So we'll just park our ship right by him, keep him company. Our beautiful, beautiful egg-shaped friend. This appears to be a lake bed of some kind. I mean, this is the North Pole. Looks like it's going down pretty far, but as we've got boosters, we should be okay. Click the flashlight on, and we can't see jack. We'll just follow this curve until we're either going in a circle or we find something. Some rocks here. Got some paths here. I'll go this way. There we go. Less rocks. There's sand over there. Which way am I going? Can I jump over this? Nope, let's head back. Let's go about this way. This way is open? Huh. Close am I to the... Oh, God, that's incorrect. Flashlight is that button? Hearing sand sounds. Oh, we made it around. Cool. Is there anything here? Oh, wow. Lot of sand. Maybe some platforms? Yep, there's a platform. There's another. And another. Can I make it to this one? Yes, I can. This is a lot of sand. Oh God. That just pushed me straight down. No getting out of that. Cactus there. That's oh. Okay, this is quantum. These are quantum caves. So if we look away, our obstructions should clear, or get replaced with more hazardous obstructions. Because if it's not being observed, it could be anything. Oh, hello, friend. We are friends. This is my friend. Oh. Malarai, if you've come here to look for Coleus, this is where we were when he vanished. He's been missing for 2 days now. Anona, your strange wandering rock friend is here, though Coleus isn't. Malarai, Coleus and I observed this unusual-looking rock shard and several smaller rocks in at least 2 other caverns. I'm unsure if this is relevant. Burr, what happened before Coleus disappeared? Malarai, we were examining different rocks. I recall Coleus standing on the largest one, the Wanderer. I was taking notes and then my lantern died. When I lit it again, Coleus and the rock were both gone. So I think that's probably a hint. Because this turns off the light. And all the lights were out. There's a little crystal thingy here. Oh, that's the switch. And it's gone. So this goes back to quantum objects moving when they are unobserved. And so just the act of turning your light on and off does seem to trigger, you know, its probabilities re-expanding from the collapsed probability. And if Coleus was standing on it when this happened, he was taken with it. Holy crap. Yes. We have found a new mode of transportation. We move with the stone, if we're on it. How curious. This rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. I wonder if I myself became quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis. If the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. Let me out! Coleus, my hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock as long as I'm not observing my surroundings. Meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Curious, but also alarming, this new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching, as quantum objects tend to do. Coleus, the Wandering Rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. Coleus, Millerai is here now too. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, explaining the need for darkness, the being can become entangled with that quantum object and they move together. Millerai, friends, Coleus has discovered a new quantum rule. He has also promised me he'll never vanish again, even if he does learn something useful from it. So, you get to quantumly entangled with something if you cease to observe it, but you're in contact with it. Yeah, this seems to be a slightly different cave. Anything exciting here? Saw some steps. Check this out. Running out of oxygen. Oh wow. We got all the way up here. Fascinating stuff. Fascinating stuff indeed. Alrighty, so now that we have that under sorts, where should we go from here? Wonder if it's... if we can check out the, the towers on the Ash Twin? Wonder if it's too early or too late for that. Looks like the warp pad to the sun station was a little blocked off on account of cactuses. But hey, we'll give it a shot. We will give it a shot. After we get our shuttle out of the way. Hard to say if it'll get picked up by a vortex of sand like that. Hello, terrifying. Alrighty, so I theorize this place is only accessible if coming at the right point in a cycle. Not that I'm not going to try to access this anyways. Because I am a stubborn and reckless individual. Only lost a bunch of oxygen, but hey, what's one to do? There's a little warp patty over here, and I made it! That's definitely a little more difficult than it could be. Let's open this up. See if I can get myself a trip to the sun station. Coming up on the sun, and like with other warp towers, if the astrological body is overhead, or astronomical rather, and you're standing on the warp platform, whoop. That sounds terrifying. We must be in that thing that's going right around the sun, which means we don't have a lot of time to work with, I don't think. 9 minutes, 1 second ago, we witnessed increased solar activity. The sun station at hull integrity is approaching critical levels. 281,000 years ago, no user commands were received for 10 minutes. So after that point, 281,042 years ago, it wasn't receiving orders anymore, so I'm assuming that's when the Nomai, might have died out. Which means they were here a long-ass time ago. Makes sense. I guess they saw our progenitors, or whatever you want to call them, our things that made us, or that became us, the Hearthians. The Proto-Hearthians, there we go. On Timberhearth, so it's been a while. And this opens the emergency door. Oh god, that's not what I want to be doing. Don't fall into the sun. You've got one job, but don't fall into the sun. Can I get inside? I hope I can. Don't let the sun pull you in. And there's trees. I love trees. Pi, mission. Science compels us to explode the sun. Idea. Can't we change this? I don't enjoy working in view of such a morbid mission statement. Idea. Here's a better one. Mission. Determine if it's possible to prompt the sun to explode. Pi. You lack a sense of humor. Idea. At least I don't lack a sense of ethics. Pi. Kindly refrain from going supernova on me before the sun does, Idea. Pi. But it's accurate. We're going to create a supernova for the purpose of scientific process. That's our mission. Idea. Our mission is to decide if such an irresponsible feat is even possible. True, true. Looks like these are maybe the helmets and backpack tanks of some Nomai. Maybe extra spacesuits. They need oxygen here, but I think any protection from the elements would be nice. Here's a Nomai statue. Eyes closed. Looks like it hasn't paired with anybody. And sorry, honey, I'm already taken by the one in Timberhearth. I can't remember when this thing falls into the sun, but it happens at some point, so I should probably hurry up and get my reading done. Oh god. Approximate time until sun station is destroyed by the expanding star, 1 minute 1 second. Approximate time until star's death, 12 minutes 31 seconds. Star has reached end of natural life cycle, now approaching red giant stage. Warning, evacuate sun station. Oh boy. Let's look at this. They've got sun station and the eye of the universe on a scale, or the sun rather. And so they need to find it, but they need the energy from this to find it, and obviously that's presenting a bit of a moral conundrum from them. Yarrow, what happened? Did the sun station not fire? Pi, it fired, Yarrow, but it failed. The sun barely responded. There were infinitesimally small subsurface level changes, but they were barely visible, even to the third eye. Pi, the sun station is useless. It will never, and could never, cause the sun to explode, so it was not the Nomai who destroyed this, caused the sun to explode. That's concerning. Pi, I don't know what comes next, my friends. I suppose we must start over, but I am unsure of how to start over. Yara, return to Ash Twin first, my friend. Perhaps a change of task would help. Spire noticed a comet approaching the star system that we'd like to investigate. Ooh, maybe that's where we'll go next. Yara, Pi, I hurt for you. My friends, we all know how hard you've worked. I can only offer my compassion. How are you? How is Idea? Idea. We're well, Yara, or as well as can be expected, given the circumstances, though disappointed. I may have disagreed with exploding the sun, but I never wished that the device would fail. I hoped our terrible work was finished. So that's that. Now let's get out of here before we become Roast Hearthian. If we can, even. Got less than a minute. Oh boy, that sun's expanding. Safe! I mean, mostly I'm like fixing to die, but at least I didn't get murdered by the expanding of the sun. My ship. Okay, I think the sun station is gone. Take a look at the map, I guess. Any traces of the sun station? Nope. Let's see. I think the interloper is going to hit the sun and evaporate within the next rotation, so I think I want to see that. Oh, I hit a cactus and I was already critical. Oh, what a prick. That was a horrible pun. I'm deeply sorry. Kind of. Whew. Alrighty. Well, I'm not letting this one in there. Let's go ahead and what should we check out? Feels like we could check out the interloper now that we're actually in the beginning of a cycle. But I'm curious about this black hole station. Let's see, that's supposed to be on Brittle Hollow, so I think this marks the episode that we return to the Brittle Hollow. If I can find it. There we go. There's the Quantum Moon. Hey, good to see you, buddy. Let's go check that out here soon. Not now. Oof. That was a tough landing. What? Just headlights and landing gear. That's not too bad. And, meteors. Always meteors. Much better. Let's find a point where we can enter the planet. Are any chunks missing yet? Maybe there's a place I can get into by the warp, or the escape pod. There's the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. There's Ryback's shuttle. There's a gravity cannon. That looks like a big hole. Let's see if we can get in here. Checked out the Southern Observatory. Now we need to check out what's under the Northern Glacier. Sunless, or not the Sunless City. This is the Hanging City. Did I land okay? Yeah. This bridge gets destroyed at some point, but even if my ship goes through the black hole, I can always get it back. Let's see. I've forgotten that gravity is a little more extreme on this planet on account of, you know, a black hole in the middle of it. See, the first one's the school district. We've got the Meltwater district, the Eye Shrine district. There's another Eye Shrine, and the Black Hole Forge. That sounds awesome. Let's take a look and see if we can get there. Oh, that's not the best way to move. It's broken. Where does this let me off? See, 3 dots, that's the Eye Shrine district. So is there an Eye Shrine for me to check out? Looks a little unstable here, so probably a good thing we are checking this out sooner than later. Let's see, any ghost matter. Should be a safe little jaunt. Love this theme. Slightly out of, you know, slightly dissonant piano. Kind of sad, because this is the, you know, what's left of the Nomai. Be welcome in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this solar system, the signal from the eye. We followed the eye signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this. The source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the Eye of the Universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we've yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. So this is very similar to the Eye Shrine we found on Ember Twin. So I'm wondering, were these both built, you know, kind of at the same time as both parties were arriving and getting established in their cities, or were these built after they had reunited and were trying to, you know, maybe celebrate and remember the reason why they came here in the first place? What is the Eye of the Universe? Suppose the Eye is a more advanced being, like God. The Eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it can teach us. Perhaps it's a cosmic library. Wouldn't that be cool? The Eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. That is what the Eye is. How can the Eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it is a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the Eye signal? Suppose the Eye wishes to communicate. The signal is a call. Were we the intended audience? The signal is the Eye's voice. It speaks a language we don't yet know. Or maybe the signal is the Eye's attempt at expressing itself. Of note, from the signal we were able to determine the Eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. Ooh boy. Eye is old, and it's got a lot of things to say. Oh god, oh god, oh god, don't die, don't die! Oof. I'm heading back to the ship very, very slowly. I'm gonna heal up before we, continue our exploration of the Hanging City, so we can figure out more about this Black Hole Forge. Okay. Where are we going? Hello? That's one of those warp holes. So I'm wondering if that is, accessible via the tower on the Ash Twin. We'll have to check that out, because that does appear to be on the top floor, which is the Black Hole Forge district. Yeah, that could be cool. But that involves a trip all the way to the Ash Twin. So let's explore what we have here. This is the second one. Is that the Meltwater district? Yeah, we're in the Meltwater district. Oh. There we are, safe. Black Hole Forge controls? Yes. So what does this do? Black Hole Forge controls. Well, let's just whoop, move the ball that we see. But that is the Black Hole Forge. Looks like part of it hangs out in the black hole, and maybe that's how they're splicing together, you know, black holes and white holes and getting all those cores for warps and stuff. But that's now up there. So if we were to go to that warp, we could probably get in and check it out. That's really cool. Let's go ahead and rush through this real quick and then go take a peek. The Ash Twin project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? That is the question. How do we obtain a warp core? Are those ones on the Ember Twin good enough? That's solution 2. Is solution 1 over here? I think you're solution 1. What are you? Exploration. It's a good way to get high. This puts us right up against the glacier. Can we navigate to the Black Hole Forge district from here? No. Ow. That's a waterfall back to here. Well, this works. Solution 1. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. Flux. This would require a return to Dark Bramble, so the vessel is in Dark Bramble. Plume, my father, said many good Nomai perished there. Cycad. My mentor, Coleus, and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely, which is that anglerfish are blind, thanks to the children. They're not blind because of the children, we just know that they're blind because of what the children were doing. Coleus, what Melora and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen, so that's actually a big question mark as to whether that would work or not, but I'm willing to believe it. Rami, I remember that anglerfish fossil. We used to play in the fossil fish cave when we were children. Rami, the vessel's warp core is broken. At best, recall those present when the vessel crashed said it sustained lethal injuries. There's no guaranteed reward for this risk. Noi, perhaps we can still repair it. My grandmother told me there was little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. Kisava, even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. Solution number 2. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Spire, abandoning the vessel's warp core in its casing means losing valuable knowledge. Midas, this is true, however, its knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. Poke, I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate the basic design. Idea, this is the safest path for our clan. An idea is all about safety. Avens, is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Hisava, is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. To search for the eye is a futile one. We should choose the option with the least potential for harm. We know. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core, or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. We know. Oh. Clary. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Anona, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting simpler cores. Okay, I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anona explained many of his designs to me. That's probably what they went with, because nobody wants to get eaten by an anglerfish. That's cool. So, check this out. We checked out the Eye Shrine. Let's go hit up the school real quick. Let's not crush anything else. Oof. I've already checked out the school? Is that what I saw earlier, maybe? That looks like ghost matter. How close? That close. There's more ghost matter. Lots of ghost matter everywhere. There's oxygen here. That is pretty nice. There's ghost matter close, so we should be careful. Oh, is this the classroom we checked out earlier? It is, already. We've checked out everything, we just need to get to the Black Hole Forge, which has been moved up to the Black Hole Forge district. And all we have to do is not die on our way there. The best way to get there, because of the teleporter, I'm assuming would be go to Ash Twin and find the not the Dark Bramble, the Brittle Hollow Tower, and warp on in, and then you can go see what the Black Hole Forge is all about. Let's heal up and grab fuel before I forget. Find a good hole to navigate out of. Let's see here. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Nope. Am I stuck? What am I stuck on? Kind of stuck in between two supporting pillars by the looks of it. Can I rotate? Yes, I can. Does it help? To be determined. Oh, I've got an idea. If the core was down here, could I, in theory... Oh god, don't get sucked into the hole. Maybe this is a bad idea. I damaged a starboard thruster bank. Alrighty, through the hole. Let's not get crushed by a rock again. I got thunked pretty hard. Let's see, even out. Let's slow down. Oh boy. Let's fix this up real fast, like. So I don't want to be out here a second longer than I need to be. Space is bending all weirdly because of the black hole. My lunch is bending with it. Alrighty. So, I was going to attempt to land on the ceiling of the inside of Brittle Hollow, which I hear is possible, but I think in the interest of safety, you know, not getting my vessel sent back through a black hole and potentially destroyed, I'm gonna go ahead and just do it the old-fashioned way. We're gonna use a warp tower to warp to the thing, to the warp platform on the inside of Brittle Hollow. And what a trip. Excuse me. Think it damaged too much. Let's find Brittle Hollow. I think it's probably this one that looks all craggy. Let's not get caught in that. Only lightly damaged my landing gear. As much time as I have left, probably not going to need landing gear after this. And let's wait for it to be overhead. So, how's everybody doing? It's good to hear. And what a good time. La-di-da-di-da. Here we go. There we are. Yeah. We're now upside down on the inside of the roof of the Brittle Hollow. Oh, I can step back onto that warp receiver and warp back, apparently. It's got a charged return warp. Black Hole Forge is to the left, 30 some odd meters. Let's check this out. try jumping too much because we might just fall right off. Is this a stone? Let's see here. Probably need to find one inside of this, if I'm guessing right. Be cautious near the boarding area while the black hole forge is in operation. Don't wanna get hurt if it's forging black holes or whatever. There's a scroll. Let's pick that up. Ooh, already a scroll here. Root, where am I taking this first black hole core? And where am I taking the remaining cores once they're ready? Clary, all the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, so the black hole cores will go there. Root, my gratitude. In that case, Poke, Clary, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yara your regards. Poke, I'll return to the forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help him deliver the first core to Ash Twin, just to make sure Yara receives it. Poke, of course you are. Flirting. Poke, the white hole cores are for the warp receivers. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed at different locations, so those deliveries will be a greater pain in your cervical spine. Greater pain in one's ass. The tower designs in the high energy lab on Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. Ask Yara, he's familiar with them. The tower designs in the high energy lab on Ember Twin reveal each receiver's location. So those were the tower designs we saw earlier. Okay, of note, Yara believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower designs, namely that one of the warp towers on Ash Twin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower's alignment is its receiver? Does he not know a warp tower always aligns with the center of its corresponding astral body? Clary, that isn't an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. I seem to recall that your understanding of Clary, I seem to recall that was your understanding of warp technology at first. Clary, no. Yarrow understands the distinction. He likely doesn't realize the Hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body, with a shared alignment point in between them. So, the alignment point for both Ember Twin and Ash Twin is in between the two of them, so when the Ember Twin is overhead, you can use that warp, and that's probably how we accidentally warped into the Ash Twin, because we were in the Ash Twin tower and the Ember Twin went overhead, completing the alignment and sending us deep into the heart of the Ash Twin. Regarding the warp towers on Ash Twin, does each tower have to be perfectly aligned with the center of the astral body to which it's tuned? We don't need the alignment angle to be exact, it only needs to be within 5 degrees of the astral body's center. Okay, of note, this gives us a slightly larger warp window. I imagine this window will last roughly several seconds. Clary, I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, but if, for example, a tower's base were to shift even slightly, that tower might no longer align with its astral body. Clary, more accurately, I enjoy precision as much as the next Nomai, provided the next Nomai is not Poke. Oof. Okay, as such, any Nomai stepping onto the warp platform during the active window will be immediately warped. We will need to be careful around the platform for the duration of the time it's active, to avoid accidental transportation, like what happened to us. Oof. Huh, this must be how they forge black holes and white holes. So cool. Let's see. Anything else exciting here? Oh, there's a projection stone. I have good news, Yara. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. Okay, no it isn't. Yara, is everything well at the forge? Okay, the core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Clary, ignore her, Yara. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Oof. Clary, don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. Yara, I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. So there's an advanced warp core in the heart of the Ash Twin, which we briefly caught a glimpse of. What would an advanced warp core do for us, though? That is the question. Let me go ahead and hop on the receiver here, get back to the old Ash Twin in front of a very angry sun. Turn my landing gear. And hop into a ship. So we've now more or less completed our exploration of, oh god, the sun's expanding and I'm being pulled into it. Oh god, nope, 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 nope. Things we need to check out. We need to check out the Ash Twin project. It's at the heart of the Ash Twin. I'm not sure what use a advanced warp core might pose for us. We still haven't checked out the heart of Giant's Deep, which we can get to by riding a tornado down, but there's this electrical barrier that appears to be hard to get through. You know, I think our next episode is going to happen in the heart of the Dark Bramble. Maybe we can find traces of Feldspar, figure out how he made it past the electrical current. If he's still alive, you know, maybe have a chat with him. We'll kind of figure that out. And then at some point we need to explore the Interloper. But that is a venture for another day, I think. So you know what? I'm just going to go ahead. It's been a little while since we've had a death-defying stroll around the sun. Hello? There's an eject button. Eject! Am I still in the core of the ship? Where's my ship? Is that it? No. Oh, well, let's see how close I can get to the sun. Let's play that game. Being pulled away by something. Let's see. Well, let's see if we can land on Giant's Deep, at the very least. I think we're fighting against the natural orbit of the planets here, which is neither here nor there, but... say, maybe just meditate and end it all, but... may as well have this be exciting as I can make it. See how quickly I can slam into the Giant's Deep. Oh, you guys hear that? That music marks the beginning of the death of this galaxy. Will we make it to Giant's Deep first? Will the sun explode first? Stay tuned and find out on Outer Wilds with Duo. Fuel levels are critical, but I should be able to coast right in. And we made it! There's jellyfish going in and out of the core as they please, all willy-nilly. Now, time for the next challenge. Can I make it back up to space by using one of these cyclones before time runs out? It's really dark. Oh, that's the sound of an exploding sun. Oh wow. I made it just in time. And that is so cool. Look at that light effect over the Giant's Deep. You know, it's kind of supernovas, but oh! And then everyone died. The end. Oh boy. This has been a very jam-packed episode full of exciting discoveries. We checked out Brittle Hollow, we got to see the Warp Core, or the Black Hole Forge. You know, we've kind of been here, there, and everywhere. I think in our next episode, we're going to go ahead and check out the Dark Bramble. Maybe see what's going on there, see if we can figure out anything about how to get down to the center of Giant's Deep. I'm kind of looking forward to finishing that. And, whatever else we might find there. See, maybe traces of escape pod number... Is it number 3? I think it's number 3. So who knows? Maybe there's more hints and secrets to the universe and the fate thereof hidden within. But anyways, I'm going to call this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all, each and every one of you. And I will certainly look forward to catching you in the next video. And remember, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stay curious.